channel once again. So in this season, I like to show us how I'm able to remove pictures from backgrounds, and place them in a different background using just CorelDraw. And you see how I did this image. Look at this image, this bird that's flying. And from this background, I removed it and it's standing alone. Now I can place it in any other background. Now let's quickly start. I'll show the quickest way. There are a lot of ways you can do it, but I chose the quickest one. So here's how I do it. Now for an image like this, what I'll do is to zoom in very well. I'll zoom in. Great. Now I'll go to my toolbox and I'll grab my B-spline tool. I'm using B-spline tool because this image has a lot of curves. Let's zoom in a little. Let's zoom out so you see all of the curves going. So you can use your pen tool, you can use Bezier tool, but I prefer the B-spline tool. So how I'll zoom in, go grab the tool, then I'll zoom in, I'll start tracing, I just grab. Now what the B-spline tool does, it creates curves instead of a straight line. And I'll just take it to eat the curve, all the curve in the bed. I'll just make sure I'm clicking on the edge. When I get there to move, I'll move it. Once I go there, get to the edge, it will move by itself. And now when you're using this tool, be careful not to, if you try to use the roll button on your mouse, it's not going to work. So what I'm just going to do is to continue. When I get to the edge of my system, I'll just drag and you see that it will move. And I'll keep tracing. Now, see how beautiful this tool works? It creates curves. So I don't need to create the curve myself, it will create the curve for me. That's why I chose this tool. Even though I can use the pen tool to do the create some effect, but I think it's easier with the B spline tool. So that's how I'll do. So let's just keep creating the curve and we're almost done. Now I'm not being really careful, but when you're doing it, make sure you follow the edges at the edge. Make sure you're at the edge. These feathers are very long, the wings are very long. All right, let's keep going. We're almost there. Oof, it's taking a while. The link wings is so long. All right, we just keep going. Now I'm hurrying up now. I'm not being that careful anymore. I'm just hurrying. What's the end? I want to see the end. I want to see the end of this wing. I think I'm almost there. All right, so here we go. I'm there now. Oh, beautiful. We're almost there. Almost there. Now, with this method too, you can even remove background from any picture. You can trace a picture out of the background. That's the process. And I prefer using this tool, except if it's a cycle. Maybe we'll try something else. Then we'll see how that works. Okay. No, I'm not being very careful anymore. I'm just tracing. All right. Just the edge of the bird. The edge of the bird. Okay, we're almost there. Let's just keep up. We're almost there. Just follow the edge of the bird. Now, I think I should say something else now. Now, it's best if we use CorelDraw for this. Or use Photoshop for this. Sorry, I prefer using Photoshop to take out images from their background. But sometimes, we may want to use CorelDraw for some reason. I don't know how to explain when you want to use CorelDraw for it. But if you have to use CorelDraw, if I have to use CorelDraw, this is how I do it. just trace it. I prefer Photoshop because it has I'll show you why I prefer Photoshop. Now, when I use Photoshop to trace an image like this, one of the advantages is that you can feather the edge of the image, and it won't be very sharp. So it will fade in perfectly to the background you're taking it to. Unlike in CorelDraw where the edges will still be very, very sharp. For Photoshop is a little different. So I prefer Photoshop, but sometimes I want to use CorelDraw for a trace like this. And when I'm using CorelDraw for a trace like this, what I do. And when I get to where I started tracing from, it will form a curved arrow. If I click now, it will join that. It will join it to form an object. Now see, I've traced this bird already. So what I'm going to do to separate this trace from the image, from the background, I will select what I traced and hold my control and select the image itself. Now head over to my property bar and I will say intersect. What intersect will do is it will intersect this trace that I created. I just created a trace here. If I fill out with the color, you can see that. Okay, it will intersect it with this trace that I've drawn here. It will intersect it with this image and cut out that part. So let's try that and see. Intersect, and then now you see that I have this bird traced out. You can see my trace. You can fill out with any colors. That's my trace, and this is the bird that it has intersected. I'd like you to try this with any picture that you have and see what you can make of that. Now that I've done this, I can now place it in a background. Maybe I was designing something. This was a background. I can place this in any background. Let me bring that up. Now you can see how that's okay. Let me use, so we'll just see how beautiful this is becoming now. See how that works now? So I can place the bird here, and this is beautiful. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed my video, please I'd like to subscribe, like, and comment. If you have any question, let me see your question in the comment section.